Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Morrowind. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in Skaal as we look for a guy called, I actually don't remember the name of the guy, Korst Windeye. So basically we have a lead to finding the captain. And that lead is this village. However, last episode we talked to the leader of this village, and he said that they didn't take part in the attack. And actually, he got us another different quest, which is basically to restore the balance of the land. And by that, I'm gonna need to talk to that Wind Eye dude, and I believe he might be back here. Hello, lady. I saw you last episode. Hello. Oh, what is it you ask of this Skaal? Nothing. Do you know Carnius Magius? The name is not known to me, she says. Werewolves? They are perversions. Thank you very much. I think this is the smith. So, ooh, look at that. Wolf boots. So let's go in here. And that's Snedbrier's. Hello, sir. The smith. Hey, man. Man, he looks badass.
What can this smith do for you?
I don't know.
Weapons? Some conversation?
Conversation would be nice. Let's see what you have. A wolf helmet. You don't really have too much. He does have a lot of money, though. So that's interesting. So if you need to sell all of your stuff, you can, and all of his stuff as well. Actually, don't sell him his own stuff because they notice. That's just a bad idea. How does he have scrap? That's the Whammer's scrap. Don't have scrap. What is this? Lord Jarbrinet's last dance. That's okay. Excuse me. And let's go outside. Continue looking for the scholar. I think. Do I need to talk to you, Hartfang, Thorsten? He is our leader. Yes, I know. Oh, yeah, Korst Windeye. He is the shaman in our village, and his wisdom is unparalleled. You will usually find him in the shaman's hut, though he often wanders our lands on his own business. Well, if you have any questions, Windeye would be a good counsel. Okay, thank you very much. Of course, I need to find where this shaman's hut is. Sir! Okay, he doesn't want anything with me. I'm just trying to figure out if these guys, have any quests for me. This guy doesn't, not that I can see anyway. They might be for quests later, or be here for quests later, but you need to talk to everybody. Except for the guys that have generic names. Those don't matter. They don't matter. I mean, if they don't matter enough to have a name, they don't matter at all. And is this the shaman's hut? It is! The most remote part of the village. Why? Because of the smell. It's easy enough. If he's the shaman, he's probably gonna try some alchemy potions and all that, and he's gonna keep his ingredients around, and it's gonna smell. So he prefers to go away from the village. Can't get anything from there. I think it might be a problem of the collision from that tree or something like that. So let's go in here and talk to this shaman. No soundtrack today, by the way. I don't know why. It should be around, but
Aren't you a sight? What can I do for you?
You can talk to me in a little bit, but ooh. Oh, look at that. Huh. A candle over there. Okay, sir, where are you? How are you doing? Oh, greetings to you, wanderer. Why have you come to our village? Because of restore. Yeah, that's right. A ritual. There's a ritual. Restore the power. Yeah, that's the one. Restore the power of the Skaal. Oh, Hartfang wishes you to do this, does he? Well, then I will assist you. There is a ritual that must be completed. On Solstheim, you will find 6 standing stones, each representing one of the 6 gifts of the Altmaker. At each of these stones, a ritual must be completed. Once the ritual of the gifts is complete, the oneness should be restored. Yeah, they have this word. So what about the rituals? It would be too much for any not of the Skaal to remember. Here, take this. It will explain the rituals and guide you on your way. This book may be of some use to you as well. If you are to remain with the Skaal, you should understand our beliefs. So I got the locations of the stones, and I got the story of Avar Stone Singer, who apparently was the founder of this place. Thank you very much, sir. Let's read about the story of Avar Stone Singer. If I can find it, of course. The story, it is. The story. The Lost Prophecy. It's not here. Is it over here? Yep. Okay, drop that over there. And also he gave me the locations of the stones. Where is it? Location of the stones. That's the one. Okay. It's right between the... Okay. Sit quietly, child, and listen, for the story I tell you is a story of the ages. But what is it, grandfather? Is it a story of heroes and beasts? The grandfather looked patiently at the child. He was growing into a fine boy. Soon he would see the value in the stories, the lessons that were taught to each generation. Just listen, child. Let the story take root in your heart. In a time before now, long before now, when the Skaal were new, there was peace in the land. The sun was hot, and the crops grew long, and the people were happy in the peace that the Allmaker provided. But the Skaal grew complacent and lazy, and they took for granted the lands and all the gifts the Allmaker had given them. They forgot, or chose not to remember, that the adversary is always watching, and that he delights in tormenting the Allmaker and his chosen people. And so it was that the adversary came to be among the Skaal. The adversary has many aspects. He appears in the unholy beasts and the incurable plague. At the end of the seasons, we will know him as Thartag, the world devourer. But in these ages, he came to be known as the Greedy Man. The Greedy Man. That is what we call him, for to speak his name would certainly bring ruin on our people, because it's very hard to pronounce it. You'll bite your tongue off. Lived among the Skaal for many months. Perhaps he was once just a man, but when the adversary entered into him, he became the Greedy Man, and that is how he is remembered. It came to be one day that the powers of the Skaal left them. The strength left the arms of the warriors, and the shaman could no longer summon the beasts to their side. The elders thought that surely the Allmaker was displeased, and some suggested that the Allmaker had left them forever. It was then that the Greedy Man appeared to them and spoke. "You of the Skaal have grown fat and lazy and marbled." Oh no, that's from another series. "I have stolen the gifts of your Allmaker. I have stolen the oceans, so you will forever know thirst. I have stolen the lands and the trees and the sun, so your crops will wither and die. I have stolen the beasts, so you will go hungry. And I have stolen the winds, so you will live without the spirit of the Allmaker. And until one of you can reclaim these gifts," he said, "the Skaal will live in misery and despair, for I am the Greedy Man, and that is my nature." And the Greedy Man disappeared. The members of the Skaal spoke for many days and nights. They knew that one of them must retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker, but they could not decide who it should be. "It cannot go," said the elder, I cannot go, he said, "for I must stay to lead the Skaal and tell our people what is the law." "I cannot go," said the warrior, "for I must protect the Skaal. My sword will be needed in case the Greedy Man reappears." "I cannot go," said the shaman, "for the people need my wisdom. I must read the portents and offer my knowledge." It was then that a young man called Avar lifted his voice. He was strong of arm and fleet of foot, though he was not yet a warrior of the Skaal. "I will go," said Avar, and the Skaal laughed. "Hear me out," the boy continued. "I am not yet a warrior, so my sword will not be needed. I cannot read the portents, so the people will not seek my counsel. And I am young, and not yet wise in the ways of the law. I will retrieve the gifts of the Allmaker from the Greedy Man. If I cannot, I will not be missed." The Skaal thought on this briefly, and decided to let Avar go. He left the village the next morning to retrieve the gifts. Avar first set out to retrieve the gift of water, so he traveled to the water stone. It was there the Allmaker... No, actually, that's the Greedy Man, but no, it was there the Allmaker first spoke to him. "Travel west to the sea, and follow the swimmer to the waters of life," the Allmaker said. So Avar walked to the edge of the ocean, and there was the swimmer, a black horker, sent from the Allmaker. The swimmer dove into the waters and swam very far, and far again. Avar was strong, though, and he swam hard. He followed the swimmer to a cave, swimming deeper and deeper, his lungs burning and his limbs exhausted. At last, he found a pocket of air, and there, in the dark, he found the waters of life. Gathering his strength, he took the waters and swam back to the shore. Upon returning to the water stone, the Allmaker spoke. "You have returned the gift of water to the Skaal. The oceans again will bear fruit, and their thirst will be quenched." Avar then traveled to the earth stone, and there the Allmaker spoke to him again. "Enter the cave of the hidden music, and hear the song of the earth." So Avar traveled north and east to the cave of the hidden music. He found himself in a large cavern, where the rocks hung from the ceiling and grew from the ground itself. Like any cavern. He listened there, and heard the song of the earth, but it was faint. Grabbing up his mace, he struck the rocks off the floor in time with the song, and the song grew louder, until it filled the cavern and his heart. Then he returned to the earth stone. "The gift of the earth is with the Skaal again," said the Allmaker. "The lands are rich again, and will bear life." Avar was tired as the sun burned him, and the trees offered no shade, and there was no wind to cool him. Still, he traveled on the beast rock, and the Allmaker spoke. On to the beast rock, he said. Find the good beast and ease his suffering. Avar traveled through the woods of the Isinfire for many hours until he heard the cries of a bear from over a hill. As he crested a hill, he saw the bear, a Falmer's arrow piercing its neck. He checked the woods for the Falmer, for that is what they were, though some say they are not. What they were? The Falmer? And finding none, approached the beast. He spoke soothing words and came upon it slowly, saying, Good beast, I mean you no harm. The Allmaker has sent me to ease your suffering. Hearing these words, the bear ceased his struggles and laid his head at the Avar's feet. Avar grasped the arrow and pulled it from the bear's neck, using the little nature magic he knew. Avar tended to the wound, though it took the last bit of his strength. As the bear's wounds closed, Avar slept. When he woke, the bear stood over him, and the remains of a number of the Falmer were strewn about. He knew that the good beast had protected him during the night. He traveled back to the beast rock, the bear by his side, and the Allmaker spoke to him again. You have returned the gift of the beasts, said the Allmaker. Once again, the good beasts will feed the Skaal when they are hungry, clothe them when they are cold, and protect them in times of need. Avar's strength had returned, so he traveled on to the tree stone, though the good beast did not follow him. When he arrived, the Allfather spoke to him. The first trees are gone, and must be replanted. Find the seed and plant the first tree. Avar traveled again through the Heerstang forest, searching for the seeds of the first tree, but he could find none. Then he spoke to the tree spirits, the living trees. They told him that the seeds have been stolen by one of the Falmer, for they are the servants of the adversary, and this Falmer was hiding them deep in the forest, so that none would ever find them. Avar traveled to the deepest part of the forest, and there he found the evil Falmer, surrounded by the lesser tree spirits. Avar could see that the spirits were in his thrall, that he had used the magic of the seeds and spoken their secret name. Avar knew he could not stand against such a force, and that he must retrieve the seeds in secret. Avar reached into his pouch and drew out his flint. Gathering leaves, he started a small fire outside of the clearing, where the Falmer and the ensorcelled spirits milled. All the Skaal know the spirits' hatred of fires, for the fires ravage the trees they serve. At once the nature of the spirits took hold, and they rushed to quell the flames. During the commotion, Avar snuck behind the Falmer and snatched the pouch of seeds, stealing away before the evil being knew they were gone. When Avar returned to the tree stone, he planted the tree in the ground, and the Allmaker spoke to him. The gifts of trees is restored. Once again, the trees and plants will bloom and grow, and provide nourishment and shade. Avar was tired, for the sun would only burn, and the winds would not yet cool him, but he rested briefly in the shade of the trees. His legs were weary, and his eyes heavy, but he continued on, traveling to the sunstone. Again the Allmaker spoke. The gentle warmth of the sun is stolen, so now it only burns. Free the sun from the halls of Penumbra. And so Avar walked west, over the frozen land until he reached the halls of Penumbra. The air inside was thick and heavy, and he could see no farther than the end of his arm. Still he felt his way along the walls, though he heard the shuffling of feet and knew that this place held the unholy beasts, who would tear his flesh and eat his bones. For hours he crept along, until he saw a faint glow far at the end of the hall. There, from behind a sheet of perfect ice, came a glow so bright he had to shut his eyes, lest they be forever blinded. He plucked the flaming eye from one of the unholy beasts and threw it at the ice with all of his might. A small crack appeared in the ice, then grew larger. Slowly, the light crept out between the cracks, widening them, splitting the ice wall into pieces. With a deafening crack, the wall crumbled, and the light rushed over Avar and through the walls. He heard the shrieks of the unholy beasts as they were blinded and burned. He ran out of the halls, following the light, and collapsed onto the ground outside. When he was able to rise again, the sun again warmed him, and he was glad for that. He traveled back to the Sunstone, where the Allmaker spoke to him. The gift of the sun is the Skaal's once again. It will warm them and give them light. Avar had one final gift he had to recover, the gift of the winds. So he traveled to the Windstone, far on the western coast of the island. When he arrived, the Allmaker spoke to him, giving him his final task. Find the greedy man. Find the greedy man, and release the wind from its captivities. So Avar wandered the land in search of the greedy men. He looked in the trees, but the greedy men did not hide there. nor did he hide near the oceans or the deep caves, and the beasts had not seen him in the dark forests. Finally, Avar came to a crooked house, and he knew that here he would find the greedy men. "Who are you," shouted the greedy men, "that you would come to my house?" "I am Avar of the Skaal," said Avar. "I am not warrior, shaman, or elder. If I do not return, I will not be missed, but I have returned the oceans and the earth, the trees, the beasts, and the sun, and I will return the winds to my people, that we may feel the spirit of the Allmaker in our souls again." And with that, he grabbed up the greedy men's bag and tore it open. The winds rushed out with gale force, sweeping the greedy men up and carrying him off, far from the island. Avar breathed into the winds and was glad. He walked back to the windstone, where the Owlmaker spoke to him a final time. "You have done well, Avar. You, the least of the Skaal, have returned my gifts to them. The greedy man is gone for now, and should not trouble your people again in your lifetime. Your Allmaker is pleased. Go now, and leave according to your nature." And Avar started back to the Skaal village. "And then what happened, grandfather?" "What do you mean, child?" "He went home." "No, when he returned to the village," the child continued, "was he made a warrior, or taught the ways of the shaman? Did he lead the Skaal in battle?" "I do not know. That is where the story ends," said the grandfather. "But that's not an ending. That's not how stories end." The old man laughed and got up from his chair. "Is it not?" That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I had forgotten about that. I think I read that the first time I played the game, but then after that I kind of didn't. But this is just basically what is going to happen to us, because we're going to need to do all of these things to restore the balance. So let's start them. Let's start with that. I probably should. Nah, should I keep that? Nah, I don't. I shouldn't. So let's look over here at our scroll of written. That's not what I need. Written in blood. That's not. Yeah, I just need the location of the ball. Oh, the stones. So I apologize. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we have the tree stone. We've seen some of these. Not every one. Now we've seen this one, and I think we saw. So we have the beast stone over there, and we have the. Yeah, we saw the wind stone. And let's start with the wind stone, because it's the closest one, so I might as well go there. And let's go west from here, and then we'll mess with Skaal after we're done. Although, nah, yeah, I'd used Mark on the East Empire Company, but this is definitely the place where we should use the Mark over here, because this basically I always come to that conclusion anyway. But yeah, so we'll come here later, but for right now we're just gonna go around and try to figure out where these stones are. So where are we looking at? What are we looking at? So I'm looking at the northern. Actually, it's not. Let's go this way. It's not as farther north as I thought it was. So the windstone should be somewhere around here. We saw it before, right? Huh. It should be here, right? Okay, let's see. So we got, that's not it. Come on, that's it. Okay, so it is right at the edge. Right at the edge of this little stretch of land. So it's gotta be... Oh, I didn't explore it properly. Let's go along this... Yeah. Oh. Is that it? Because it's on the other side. That's it, isn't it? Yes, it is. Travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to Glenshole's tomb and free the winds from the greedy man's bag. Okay, south and east. So let's go south and east to Glenshole's tomb. Past the lake, right? Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. It's actually pretty far away, so let's go there and explore everything in the meantime. Because this is gonna get us... Actually, should I do that? Because I think this is the quest that actually gets us the way to open the ice-locked skeletons that we find inside of the tombs. So I don't know if I should skip everything or not. Well, I should definitely skip every enemy that assails me. I think so. Yeah. So this is the way. And oh, hello. See you later. Yeah. They're gonna give up chase. So over here somewhere there is a cavern, and it's pretty easy to find because it is kind of in a place like something fell from the sky, or actually the winds eroded the earth. I think that's probably what it is. Can you please not stagger me? Who's attacking me? Another one. Thank you. Oh, there's a lot of them. Yeah, we never came over here. Did the other guys come after me? Man! They're all over the place. Yeah, they gave up chase. Okay, good. What is this? Is this it? Oh! Is it?
You there?
Oh.
Can you help a warrior in trouble?
Sure. Hail, here, watchers. I'm not sure what your business is out here in the wild, but I'm glad you're the one, my Skaal brothers. You're one of my Skaal brothers, he says. They'd surely wonder... Oh, no, you're not one. Yeah, okay. They'd surely wonder why I'm not inside the barrow, killing Valbrander's Draugr. Oh, you are having trouble with that? Aye, it's the Draugr that resides here in Valbrander's barrow. I'm supposed to kill it, you see, single-handedly. Killing a Draugr is a task every Skaal lad must complete before becoming a man. Only, I can kill it. I've tried. It nearly slit my throat, but I can't return to my village until it's dead. Say, maybe you could help? You could go with me, serve as the distraction. Yeah, alright, I'll help. No sense letting you get killed. Good. With your help, I'll make short work of the Draugr. Lead on, here, watches. I'll follow. And when we encounter the beast, you would distract it while I attack. Please do not attack the Draugr. I alone must attack and kill it. At least then, well, I may retain a shred of my honor, and will at least feel like I earned my place among my people, even if I did get a little help. Well, as long as you don't kill yourself, I think that's gonna be fine. So let's go in, and, yeah, this is not where I wanted to go. This is actually... let me try it. So we're over there. This is actually a little bit further south. So we're gonna need to look around. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go. It's actually really tricky to... Oh! That's him. Hey. That's the Draugr.
Growing weak.
Okay. I'm taking damage over here, sir. Can you kill him? Well, he's doing his thing. Seriously. Well, it's doing damage, but... Can you stop with your stupid buffs? Yeah. Do I have any healing spell? I think I do. Yeah, I do. There we go. Get the shield out. Is it going well, dude? Because it's not going too well over here. I mean, I can get a few healing things. But you're really not doing well. Oh my god, you're so bad. That's not necessary. That's him, right? Okay, I'm gonna need to take a potion now because this guy is just useless. Let's go with that. Oh. Did you? What? What exactly happened? Why did you fall? There it is. See? You had it in you. Probably not to survive, but there we go. Oh no, I don't want to steal from you. Sir. Oh, by the gods, that was a good fight. Not really. Did you see me? I was magnificent. With the Draugr dead, I am truly a man. I've got to get back to the Skaal village and tell my brothers the good news. If you're ever in the village, come to my house and I shall greet you as a brother. Oh, and I trust you'll keep this between the two of us. I wish I could offer some kind of reward, but I have so little. I know. I shall leave the Draugr's treasure be. It is yours, my friend. Take all you like. Oh, I'm gonna take all I like. Was he alone in here? Oh, yes, he was. And I can't go... still can't get all these things. Ooh. Nah, that's just a pauldron. So you're gonna hang around over here? Sure. 100 gold. Look at that. And Amulet of Shield. Really, really worthless. That's 25 gold and 5 gold and 10 gold. Look at that. We got ourselves 140 gold with this whole ordeal. See? That's what we get for taking a bunch of damage and actually breaking our armor. Oh, this is the wrong ring. Don't need that. There we go. Nope. Don't need that either. Press the wrong key again. That's the one. That's okay. That's okay. Mostly just broken armor. So we need to look for a place. I think it is over here. I think it's... Yeah, I need to go back north. I think it is... Oh, it's over there. See that mountain over there? That's the one. I think. Oh. There's a house. In the middle of nowhere? Uncle Sweetshare's workshop. Menashi is dead. The son of Uncle Sweetshare. And he had moon sugar. Oh, thank you. The song of Uncle... Oh. Hey, hey, aho. The workshop he will go. To the workshop he will go. My uncle's candy is so sweet. It's such a yummy winter treat. When the sugar is warmed by the pale heart light, the happiness spreads throughout the night. Hey, hey, aho. To the workshop we will go. Is that a reference to the Disney's take on the Snow White thing? Uncle Sweetshare is coming near to spread his candy and his cheer. It's better than trinkets, games, or toys, so say all the little girls and boys. Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch. So it's back to the workshop in the snow with lovely lanterns all aglow. I think that might be a reference, because it does... I've never seen the movie, though. The Disney's White Snow movie.
Candy, candy, he makes so much. Uncle Sweetshare has a magic touch. So it's back to the workshop in the snow with lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee hee, ha ho, hee hee hee, ha ha ho.
That was whatever, Uncle Sweetshare. I don't really want your sweets or your shares, but it's quite clear what you make. Oh boy. Let me just save the game before he screws up my life. Hee-hee-ho, he says, can it be? A visitor in my workshop. How can I help you, sweetie watches? I have candy treats to spare, if you come in search of happiness. My candy treats are tasty, they are, and filled with special sugar and love. They bring happiness. Happiness to everyone on Salt's time. That's what I do, you see. I give out my special sugary treats and spread happiness throughout the land. It's difficult work, but oh, so very rewarding. Manashi certainly thought so. Ah, Manashi, the dear lad. Yeah, he's kind of dead. Oh, Manashi was my assistant. He helped me make my candy. He so loved his sugar, Manashi did. Loved it a little too much, I'm afraid. He died, you see. Ah, Sweet Tooth got the better of him. I buried him just outside. He had a lovely little ceremony. The orchers came and sang for him, they did. Hee-hee-hee, ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Yeah, they. Strange creatures, orchers. He says. Yeah, what about, so that's that, huh? There's nothing else. So, there's really nothing else. I thought there was a quest for this guy. Maybe there is. Who knows? Ooh. Little advice. They say Spriggans die 3 deaths. Yeah, they do. It's kind of nasty. Ricklings? Do you know? No? Okay. Well, I'll see you later, I guess. Uncle Sweetshare. That was quite surreal right there. It's always surreal when I come here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. We are out of time. So, let's continue looking for the cave that we need to go to. Actually, it's right here. On the next episode. For now, I'm Carol RPG, and this has been Morrowind. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead, leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.